Yulon True and welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy. I guess you will all know this little ship here on the screen that I put there already. And you saw it on the thumbnail and the title of the video. I honestly believe that you must have two of them because it makes your life so much easier. And after you got the first one the normal way, I showed you the normal way in my Stella video, you sometimes, and especially right now when I'm filming this video, have a chance to get a second one. But first of all, let's talk about why you should have a second one. You know with the Stella that if you want to progress with research, you need to scrap your Stella regularly to get the particles. So let's have a look at my scrapyard. And when I go to the station, as usual, and then as usual, the game crashes this time. And yes, as usual, I'm not editing this out because that is the real gameplay. If you play it on an iPad, maybe someone said on the newest one it doesn't happen, but most people will not buy an iPad every year or every new edition. And that would be a waste, by the way. Mine is still working fine, unless with this game. And but I have to film on this iPad. And so you get this crashing, and I always say I'm not sugarcoating anything. I show you the real-life experience in this game, and this is just part of it. But we're back at the station now. It goes quickly, and there's the scrapyard, the one with the recycle sign. And when we just click this, we see the ships we can scrap. Yeah, I talked about scrapping before. And there you see I have two Stellas. And I have two Stellas that are both maxed, and with my research at the moment, that's the power they have. If I would scrap them, a level 45 Stella, I would get Stella particles, the Stella hull scan. That's what you need to reclaim your Stella in the faction store. And you get titanium and dilithium, which is negligible. But the Stella particles are very important for your research. And that's why you have to scrap the Stella over and over again. But on the other hand, if you have one Stella and scrap it over and over again, have to start from scratch, then it's a smaller Stella again, and you cannot do, you have to do smaller armadas, you have to grind smaller hostiles, and so everything takes longer again. And that's why I'm saying get a second Stella. And if you were wondering why I'm not scrapping any of my Stellas now, it's because I wanted to show you this before I press the button, because when the thing is running, it's a little bit harder to show you all the details. But now you can press pause if you need to see it longer, but I think you've seen enough. But now I can just press the scrap button and it's permanent, I know. And then I also ask my people for help, so it goes faster, but in 7 hours, in 7.5 hours, it will be finished and I get the rewards. But you will definitely ask, how do I get a second Stella? And there it's important now, if you have your first Stella, you know, from the faction store, which is on the top left, as you've seen where I clicked, and then go to Rogue. Here on the top, you see where you can claim your blueprints as long as you don't have a Stella at all. Get your Stella first here before you get blueprints from anywhere else. That's important. Only if you have finished getting your Stella from here, and you know that I have the reclaim here now on the screen and not the blueprints. Only if you finished your first Stella here, get it the second way I'm about to show you. That's important. Otherwise, there will be a problem. We had that in my alliance, and so that's why I'm emphasizing that so much. But if you now on the top right go to events, we have something when I'm filming this that is not happening all the time. It is happening kind of 3 times a year or so, and that's a special event. It's not even called special event here, whatever. Even if the video I'm going to make about this for everyone and every occasion will have a name I just put on it. But we have an event store at the moment where you get ship blueprints. And I'm quite sure that a lot of you will have Stella blueprints in here. And with that, you can get your second Stella, because my people are also talking about this, the ones that don't have a second Stella yet. And in this event, as I said, only 3 times a year. This is now the Thalaron event. We had a Picard event this week, and you see we are in a takeover at the moment. And I'm just hoping we're not under attack, because in that second you would live see how we would fight our way out of there. But my people would tell me immediately if we're attacked in a second. And so no, but as I said, Thalaron event, we had the Picard event with the Chaotic Token event this year. And this is the 3rd one, right up to the Christmas time, which is quite nice. And this is the only other event where I see Stella blueprints. And this is the chance to get a second Stella. You can get Stella blueprints here. You see you need 100, and you can get 5 each for 3,800 now of these contained Thalarons. And so that means you need 20 packs. That's not very expensive. I had that amount already from in the first days from the events, and so you can do it. And really, this is the only place where I always see that you can get a second Stella, and you have to wait for another few months until another event like this comes up. So if you are in this event, in a kind of these events, and you have 1 Stella, my proposal always is to get a second Stella here first. All the faction ships, the sarcophagus, and the Defiant and whatever, you all can get via faction stores. There are other chances to get them. There's Cosmic Cleanup and whatever for a lot of those ships. But the Stella is only in here. And don't go for any of those. Sometimes they have the Separatist D3 class. You don't need that. The second Stella is really what you should get here. And that is why I'm doing this video right now, because this event is running. You can easily still earn the Thalaron, the contained Thalaron, to get a second Stella. So if you have a first Stella already, and I need to emphasize this so no mistakes happen, now get your second Stella here in this Thalaron event. And if you see this after the event, because this video of course will stay online and many people will watch it afterwards, think about this, what I said, when another event like this comes up. When we started the server, there was a Catracel event where the same was and stuff like that. Those events, I'm quite sure, will come in the future as well. And between those events, you unfortunately will have to ignore this video a little bit because you will not have a chance to get a second Stella. But that is really the important one, because I have 1 Stella from the beginning, from the moment there was the first of these events after I built my first Stella, that I had 1 Stella I could always scrap after upgrading as much as I need for the next scrapping, and 1 Stella that continuously grew stronger. And so I could take on bigger armadas, I could take on bigger hostiles, and so I collected more loot. While the other Stella, like right now, is being scrapped over and over again, 1 Stella was growing in power and is now staying maxed forever. I'm not going to scrap the 1. I'm only going to scrap the second one. And that's making your gameplay much easier. And that's why I really, really suggest that if you have an event like this and you already have 1 Stella, get this second Stella. And some people say they are happy about advice like that, and that's what I'm supposed to achieve with these videos. But if you're none of my subscribers yet, please, but do like my videos and the advice I give you, please do subscribe to my channel and click this little bell so that you get a notification when a new video is out. And always leave a comment. If you have an opinion about my second Stella suggestion, or if you have questions, if you have video requests, always write a comment under the video. I'm always happy to read your comments. And if you want to see another video right now, the next one is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.